Hi, Gwen. I think you've had a really special weekend. I was wondering if you ever got enough nerve to get the other ear pierced. Congratulations on your baptism. I wanted to let you know about my baptism. I wasn't 8 years old, I was 20, so I remember a lot about it. But there was a time when I was 10, my parents were taking me to a different church, and I was 9 years old when we started going, and by the time I was 10, they said, "We think you should get baptized." And so the preacher of that church and a couple of the other men were doing baptisms out in a river, in the Hudson River, and I was one of the people getting baptized. And so I didn't really know what to expect, but they dunked me down under the water, and I came back up, and I felt a very cold and confused feeling. I didn't feel spiritual, and I didn't feel different in a good way. I felt kind of just confused. And of course, 10 years later, learning from the missionaries, I thought, well, that makes sense now, because these men didn't have the proper authority to do what they were doing. And so when it came time for me to be baptized into this church, I didn't know what to expect either. And I thought, well, I guess I'll go down under the water and I'll come back up and I'll feel wet and cold and hopefully not confused. So I went, and I was 20, as I said, and I was dressed in a white dress, and I went down into the water, and one of the missionaries who had taught me baptized me. Went down under the water, and when I came back up, I was absolutely shocked, because it was nothing like the baptism I had had when I was 10. I didn't feel cold and wet, even though I was wet, obviously, but I felt this purity and this clean feeling, and it was like every little place inside of me was perfected and clean, and it was a very spiritual experience. And I just came out of the water, and I was just, it's like my spirit was floating, because it was all so perfect, and I had never experienced perfection like that before. So I knew, after being baptized by someone who had the authority, the correct priesthood authority to do it, I knew that this must be the true church. It must be the priesthood that made the difference, and I felt truly pure and clean, and I actually felt very, very innocent, like a little baby would be innocent. And I remember thinking, I feel as pure as a newborn baby, and I've never felt like this before that I could remember. So that was the experience I had when I was baptized when I was 20, and I'm glad I was baptized at 20, because I was able to remember all of that and to feel all of that. So I hope your baptism was really special for you today. It was wonderful to watch your dad do the baptism for you, and I hope that you keep going in this direction, and that you feel inspired, and that you turn to the Holy Ghost whenever you need him, and that your family continues to support you the way they have. So congratulations again. We love you.